These new toys leak the plot of the newest Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire movie, and we're going to review and discuss all of them, starting with this one. We have 7 images plus a video, so yeah, stay tuned while this Talking Godzilla will let you go on a journey. Now, of course, spoilers alert, a little disclaimer: if you do not want to get, of course, spoiled for this movie, most of it is still theory and speculation, but most of it, as seen on the toy boxes, is to be 100% real confirmed. So starting with this one, we have the 2021 Godzilla skin, aka meal peel skin, to review. Godzilla Evolve, which is now its real confirmed name. To get the purple Godzilla, we see right here, Titan Evolution Evolve. Now, how it works is that you peel my skin, that sounds very wrong, like a lizard and iguana right here, and then that reveals this skin right next to my head, right there, the evolved purple magenta pink Gojira, the strongest radiated Godzilla we've seen on the big screen yet. But this is not the only toy we of course have, but this is how it will most likely work, because otherwise we would have gotten toys of like ice spikes and etc. And there's a big reason why we're getting a toy like this, where you can actually peel the skin, which, funny enough, I thought was going to be the plot for the Mecha Godzilla 2021 when Godzilla vs. Kong, the trailer, got released. I thought Mecha Godzilla, just like in the old movies, was of course disguised as a real Godzilla, and then after battling and shedding its skin, it got revealed to be the Robo Godzilla. But that's what they are doing for this movie instead, where the old 2019 to 2021 Godzilla gets, of course, upgraded within itself as a cocoon and then bursts out, that we've also seen in the trailer. So that's going to be what's going to happen to me, the Godzilla. The next image shows me the 2021 blue Godzilla still, because that you can also still get, apart from the evolved one we see on the right. But next to Kong and Skar King there, we have the official names for all their abilities, and Suko, which is now the official name for the little mini baby Kong with Titanus Doug. Look at that. Now, if these are on the right size proportions, this mini Kong is ginormous. It's I don't think that's the proper size for it. Otherwise, it's as big as a skyscraper. But that's still to be confirmed, as no one has yet to this date seen the Suko toy in the Walmart stores yet. But we have seen, of course, Shimo, which we will get into this video later. After this one, with its Frostbite Blast, Skar King with his Whip Slash, and Kong with the Beast Glove we discussed in the previous episode. And we have a new confirmation of the battle and new render of the new villain Skar King we see right here. This is a brand new image of this menacing Titan there, with, of course, the Whip Slash on the back looking towards the camera, along with Kong roaring there with electricity abilities. I'm not sure, the crystals might have to do something with that, but we have a beautiful hand pose there where they are about to battle each other. We see Kong with some yellow and red, I guess, damage indicators on the chest there after a long battle with Skar King, perhaps. That is still to be confirmed. The 4-piece diorama set, exclusive figures. Now, I do gotta mention that everything, of course, got shown by After Max G-Man, and this is what we've been talking about. This is going to be the main plot of course, the movie, and it's shown on the top right here. Godzilla and Kong return in an all-new adventure, pitting the almighty Kong and the fearsome Godzilla against a colossal undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. That is the main, of course, description of the new Empire movie. And right here we see Shimo, the Frost Titan, versus our evolved Godzilla. We see right here with, of course, the original name, the Heat Ray, with blue crystals, not purple ones, blue ones. Hollow Earth crystal diorama, Godzilla versus Shimo, where they battle each other. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been called Godzilla vs. Shimo. They do battle each other in the movie. Set includes two-piece bone cage diorama, which is very interesting. Two hollow earth crystal dioramas we see right here. Godzilla evolved, Shimo, frostbite breath, and heat ray. So these crystals play a huge or, well, decent role in the new movie as, of course, the energy source for these kaiju and titans. Frostbite breath, which is awesome. Now we have the official name for that too, so it can literally freeze titans. That is going to be awesome. We see a big cage right here, showcasing a previous titan that could be a Godzilla, of course, fossil as well, or a Kong one. But as this is in a Godzilla type toy set, I'm guessing a previous Godzilla that fell. Now we get another closer look at Shimo itself, of course, with the beautiful Thegomyces, the spikes, and the breath itself. That looks cool. So we still kind of keep Godzilla's blue atomic breath in a way, but now in a more icy, snowy form, which is awesome. This has been a great Christmas gift. With showcasing Godzilla, we also have a new RC toy for the evolved Godzilla we see right here. So we're going to play the ad right now and review that too.
In a world of titans, a towering force emerges. Introducing the ultimate Godzilla with realistic stomping and wicked tail whip action. Unleash your inner monster and conquer the city. Feel the earth-shaking roars with the fiery heat ray breath. The undisputed king of monsters, Godzilla Kong Walking RC.
That is pretty cool. So we see right here simulated heat ray breath. This toy, from the looks of it, could actually like blow a little heat ray there. That is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we also have some realistic stomping action, as you can control literally Godzilla walking side to side. Energy spines, which is pretty difficult to see, but I think it says spikes there, which of course are the dorsal plates. The tail whip action, so it of course uses its tail more often, like it defeats the Mutos in the first Godzilla 2014 movie. And lights and sounds, so you'll hear Godzilla sounds, of course, when you're walking and controlling the Godzilla, which looks pretty cool. Now moving on to the Kong versus Skar King version, we of course have the description of the movie on top right there, with the heaves that they used in the previous films to, of course, visit the Hollow Earth in the first place. We have Kong with the Beast Glove, as this set includes two set-piece lava falls dioramas, two Hollow Earth crystal dioramas, but these ones are not blue, these ones are purple, which I think have an effect on Kong species, and the blue ones on Godzilla. That is going to be a thing too. Otherwise, these would have been normal blue. But no, these are purple and pink in the background for a reason. With, of course, Kong with the Beast Glove, and then Skar King with the Whip Slash and the heaves. We see that they are all both the 6 sides. They are 6, of course. These are the normal heights for these figures, but also probably most likely for the movie as well. Otherwise, they would have been smaller. Otherwise, if Skar King would have been bigger, it would have, say, like 7 or 8. To indicate that it is in fact bigger than any Titan. Regardless if you like Kong more or etc., that would be a fact. So here we have a closer look on how they would battle. It looks like Kong got beat up there with a burnt chest. Probably some damage taken by Skar King or perhaps Shimo. That is still in discussion. And for these lava things, we see stairs. So people will most likely go up the stairs. And for what we've seen in the trailer as well, with, of course, the little girl, that could probably have something, a lot to do with the storyline. And it's awesome to see and visit Kong's home and how it unravels between all these titans. Now we got 2 left, and these ones are very interesting as well. These ones are species profiles, so to speak. So we have, of course, the normal description of the movie, but now we're also getting a description, a specific one for these titans, which is very interesting. We have a removable whip slash, so you can play with or without it when you do get this toy. But Skar King looks awesome. Look at that. Please fight me. That's awesome. Fully articulated and opposable Skar King we see right here. And we have the Blu-ray Godzilla, like I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, with the evolved one, Suko, the little baby mini Kong, and Doug. It's great to see Doug return return, the heaves and Kong with Shimo. Now going to Skar King right there. Skar King, the evil Skar King, rules over his fiery Hollow Earth kingdom, wielding a whip slash, and commands an unstoppable army to destroy Godzilla and Kong and conquer the world. That is very interesting and very important when talking about the plot for this movie, which means that this Titan does want to rule the entire world, not only the Hollow Earth. That's why we've seen it roar towards humans above in the normal world. Now it says right here, the evil Skar King rules over his fiery Hollow Earth kingdom, which means that all the Kongs we've seen in the trailer are in fact under command by Skar King and do not want to challenge him for any reasons, or for mind control, or pretty much the alpha under the Kongs, as well as there needs to be one ruler. And now that Kong kind of disrupts that perfect balance that Skar King thinks he has, and which makes him pretty angry, of course. Who wouldn't? So that is this kaiju's purpose. That is his goal, and that is what will most likely go to happen as the plot in this movie. Is going to be a 2v2 Shimo and Skar King versus Godzilla and Kong. Now going into the final image, we have Shimo, of course, fully articulated and poseable. We have the Frostbite Blast and Shimo on all fours. That is pretty cool, and I was hoping for this kaiju to be on all fours. I love that concept. Of course, Godzilla we can have standing on two hind limbs, of course, but have Shimo, a different type of Titan, on all fours, fighting like a Stegosaurus. That is going to be awesome. So here we have the description of Shimo. Shimo, a legendary ice Titan with unstoppable world-ending powers. Like King Ghidorah, Shimo faces Godzilla and Kong with a devastating frostbite blast that can freeze opponents in battle. Now, that is kind of what we discussed in the previous episode as well. It's got some Cryolophosaurus Dinosaur King powers, but that is going to be awesome. That is so cool to see Godzilla x Kong fight side by side, uniting, and perhaps Kong will sometimes, like, ride Godzilla's back as well. Awesome. Like, I heard there was 8 minutes of non-stop, no human, like, only kaiju battling taking place in this movie, which is going to be amazing. Oh, I'm gonna be roaring and yelling in the cinema already. That is going to be awesome to see our beloved Titans and kaijus fight these new, literally world-ending threats. This legendary Ice Titan with unstoppable world-ending powers, as it's probably being awoken from its slumber to fight Godzilla and Kong. Not yet confirmed if it's actually doing this out of its own free will or under Skar King's commands, but I think it will have its reasons for being angry, for being interrupted in its deep slumber, or how Skar King usually runs the Hollow Earth. It might actually turn on Skar King in the end of the movie, where it's being free from mind control, or it sees that Skar King is the actual threat and will just team up with Godzilla. That would be awesome, having 2 Godzillas, because this, of course, and I'll go more in depth with this in a future episode, where, of course, this is related to the Godzilla family. Team up with Godzilla and have 2 Godzillas fight either 2 monkeys or just Skar King in the end with Kong. That would be amazing. That is a battle we all want to see. To keep everyone happy, that's the perfect plot for this as well, and uncover more secrets on where these Titans originate from, what their purpose is, and what all these abilities are, because all these toys might not have all their abilities. Of course, Godzilla has a lot more abilities than just the atomic breath, so even Shimo and Skar King might have more abilities that are not shown on these toys and this short description we have right here. Let me know what you think of this plot idea down in the comments box below, and these toys. Will you get these toys, of course, when Godzilla x Kong the New Empire gets released in the theaters near you? I'm definitely gonna go. Let me know what you think of this movie, and we're going to review it, of course, so stay tuned for that on the channel. Thanks for watching. Now, these are all speculations, of course, but what I really want to go in depth further and talk about is how Shimo is connected to Godzilla, and that video can be viewed here.